Welcome back. Here we are on today's episode of Grim Dawn. We are going to be looking for the warden in his cellar, going through his basement of torture and despair and doom and stuff. But I also gave us a little bit of facelift because I was getting kind of sick of looking at what we were doing. So there you have it. Not much else has changed. The build is the same as it was right before we left off last time. And now we're just going to keep going about our way. Let's see. Probably need to head over here, right? Blink on in. Now, at this point of the game, there is quite a bit of stuff to pick up. There is a lot of lore towards the end specifically. Inquisitor Creed leaves a shit ton of notes for us to pick up and get experience from, at the very least, which is nice of him, keeping us good and experienced, I suppose. Well, I don't really understand how that's working. I'm gonna have to test that out a little bit, because the wave is happening. I just don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. So that has the ability to proc multiple times off of how many people it hits. That's fascinating. I love that. Maybe I was too quick to judge about putting that ability on there. We're going to zoom in a little bit just so we look like we're going faster. Jump in here. Only got one proc on it that time. I wonder if it works with the frostburn damage or if it's just the initial cast. Jump. Doesn't look like it's the frostburn damage. Looks like it's purely targets that we've hit. I really hate the way the character holds this spear. Really hate it. I love the model of the spear itself, but like, this is one of those things you can tell it's not modeled to fit, or it's not animated to fit, which is a little bit sad. Get you some knives, get you some slaps, and then we'll freeze the rest of you so you can deal with whatever you want to. Trying to kill these fuckers as quick as possible because they just waste so much of my time. I guess since they don't move, the idea behind balancing them is that they're gonna have a lot of resistance and they're gonna do a lot of damage, and you gotta stand and fire to kill them. So, are you still alive? Really? Wow, that's unfortunate. This boss fight is going to be difficult. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there because he's going to be a single target. He's not going to be able to get frozen, I don't think. If you could die, please. I don't want your zombies getting all up in my grill piece. And we're probably going to run out of mana kind of quick, too. 5th and 6th entry. Let's go ahead and just hit this button. Freeze everybody in the room. Nice! Let that come back up. Pop those. Just full on rocking it. Let's read us some lore. We did 3rd and 4th, right? Alright, Krieg has gotten the better of me and I am presently at his mercy, imprisoned beneath his manor. Seeing no other way to progress in my investigation, I forced my way into the locked portion of the manor and found myself in a veritable house of horrors. The unusual sorcery on the locks should have been my first clue that I was dealing with something more extraordinary than some rogue occultist. My search led me through a room filled with the rotting bodies of men and women subjected to brutal torture or horrible experimentation, or perhaps some mix of the two. Behind the manor I found a door leading down into the earth beneath the estate, where I found myself quickly lost in an implausibly large dungeon. It wasn't long before I sensed things moving in the darkness all around me, and they quickly closed in, surrounding me. As I prepared to fight for all I was worth, Krieg's massive form emerged from the shadows, his face His face expressionless, he spoke coolly, as though nothing at all was out of the ordinary, and invited me to tour his facility. While I had no doubt that something unpleasant was planned for me, it at least delayed my confrontation with the living horrors gathering in the dark. I've lingered in this dank cell for one long unsettling day and a night of terrors. Krieg allowed me to witness the process by which they are preserving human bodies for what he calls the glorious dawn, the grim dawn. I have gotten glimmerings of another consciousness within Krieg, which is joined with or possibly in control of him. From the way he spoke, it is clear that this is only some small part of a much greater conspiracy, and I suspect many other persons in key positions have been possessed by things akin to that which now inhabits Krieg. I was arrogant in my initial handling of Krieg, seriously misjudged the power and scale of the threat we are faced with. Fortunately, Krieg's own arrogance has likewise led him to misjudge the resourcefulness of his prisoner. He has invited me to ascend beyond humanity by pledging myself to the cause or to join his inventory of embalmed corpses. I've been left to contemplate this decision, but this cell, even magically warded, cannot hold off the likes of me, and I have no intention of being here when Krieg returns for my answer. Well, Inquisitor Krieg, look at you go with your pocket knife abilities, and I wish I could get out of jail cells like that. Not that I've ever been in one. Not an actual jail cell, anyway. I've been plenty of jail cells in dreams. Ooh, more lore. Don't ask me what that means. I'm not sure if prison dreams, cage dreams, whatever. Nightmares? Probably more nightmares, huh? You don't ever want to be caged in real life. Unless it's a comfy cage. Like if I had the setup that Genie had in his bottle, in his lamp from Aladdin, I'd be down. Totally be down. Wow, my helmet looks weird from this angle. Alright, new lore. Let's see. It is unclear why the Ethereals are so interested in tissue preservation. One of my colleagues has pointed out that they may intend to use human corpses as vessels for possession when they bring more of their kind into our realm. Wagon loads of corpses continue to stream in day and night. The sheer quantity is staggering, and I begin to suspect they are not merely executed criminals as we've been told. Somebody in the warden's employ is figuring out he ain't up to no good. He ain't up to good. He is not doing good things. Alright, kill that stupid reanimator. No more zombies from you. Let's get up the stairs. Kill these. It's the whole room. It's literally the entire room. I love it. Hit it one more time. Try to kill the frozen zombies. They're fucking up all my shit. Oh, I'm gonna have such a hard time with Krieg. I can already feel it. That's 3 waves. Oh my god, that's 4. That's insanity. Freeze you guys. Throw some knives. Spit some waves at you. I love it. That is so fantastic that works that way. As I'm getting wrecked by some really healthy zomboids. That's okay. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, you're gonna summon a guy right in front of me, eh? And you're gonna be just on fire, eh? Just casually on fire, being an asshole. Hate you. Please die. Please. Got him. Got him. My knives at this point are the only real big single target DPS I have. My Shadow Strike is not doing much. Basically it's just a movement ability. We are out of mana. Luckily, I bought a bunch of potions before I came down here, so it's not a huge problem. Ooh, and we're even getting them out of boxes now. Would you look at that? We have Gethrin's Notes. Second entry. I feel like those guys are coming for me, and they're probably going to hit me while I'm reading the thing. So, suck blades. You two. Alright, let's come over here. Get in a safe spot. What do we have? Second entry. We entered stage 2 of our trials today, but the results were not what I anticipated. We've progressed to the point where the corpses can endure for months, possibly years, with minimal, mostly external deterioration. Our ethereal overseer seemed satisfied, and he, or it, unexpectedly placed his hand upon one of the corpses and released a spark of ethereal energy. The thing began to move as if it were alive again. It was a ghastly sight. What I found far more troubling, though, is that these corpses are clearly not meant to serve as ethereal hosts. It has become known to me that they prefer living hosts. The sheer number of corpses they are hauling through here suggests a far worse realization: an army. Final entry. This will be my last entry, as I have determined to end my life. Wow, just leading it right out on the front porch there, huh? I cannot bring myself to carry out these abominable experiments any longer. I may have already doomed humanity with my actions, though I have long felt shunned by my fellows at the academy and thought the ethereals could offer me something greater. I can no longer be a part of this. I fear that if they find my body, they will use me for their experimentation, so I must be discreet. Returning as one of those things would be unbearable. I wonder if his body's hidden somewhere then, like full of tasty loot. Think about that for a second. A corpse and tasty loot. It's like an Easter egg, except it's a dead body. No? 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 Well, just me. Just me. The Easter Bunny is equally terrifying anyway, so I just, we'll let that one go. We'll let that one go. Zipping on down here. Oh, that's not a door. There's no door over here. What the actual... Can you... Thank you. Wow. We are taking a lot of damage when they get close. If I can't freeze everybody immediately, I am in some trouble. Can I blink over here, please? Yes. Leave me alone! Oof. Yeah, they are getting much too close for comfort. Trying to get into a position where I can find... Right there. Oh my god, they all just explode. It's fucking awesome. Even these little enemies, as long as they're not the big beefy boys, they're dead. And freeze. A little bit hesitant to take on the big boy here. Oh, we got two big boys actually. Freeze! Kill this. Another one of those. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take on this many enemies. Because I can keep killing the little guys, no problem. But the big guys just spawn more little guys, and I can't really do damage to them. Maybe that's wrong. Oh, we got pick up the Hermit's leg guards. Kill him. Freeze. Okay, now we can just start whapping this guy. We're fine. Everything's fine. He's just one guy now. Don't have to worry about getting punched in the face by a whole lot of ridiculously unforeseeable damage. We're good. He even gave us some healing. Everything's fine when you just kite a little bit, right? Oh, I really gotta find the Warden's office. Is that more lore? God, there's so many. So many down in this little... Oh, Jesus. There's almost as much lore as there are enemies. Let's be real. Pop that. Kill this. Please die. For those, didn't die. Gotta hit this button. This button. Okay, there's the Warden's door. Thank God. Just in time for me to run out of all my potions. 4 and 8. Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that for sure. Kill this. I don't want any more of you. This is a lot of what's going to go on behind this boss door as well. Just like straight punching guy until he eventually relents and using lots and lots and lots of potions. Sadly, we don't have enough abilities at the moment to really engage a combo on the guy. And at the end of the day, this game does really force the player to kind of interact with the boss, which is not a bad thing by any means. We're just going to go back to Devil's Crossing real quick. I'm going to grab some potions, sell off some junk that I don't need. Yeah, and then we'll read that last little lore piece and go fight the Warden. Don't need that, don't need those. Actually, me. These any good. Could have been now. I want that. There's that. Nope. Actually, a 5% cooldown reduction could be good, but we're gonna let it go. Don't need that. Don't need this or this or this. What about this? Vitality bleeding. 2 to Phantasmal Blades. Yeah, we'll take it. That there. $23 for the pants. Stick them over there. I'll take physique as well. Hopefully we can live through. Oh my god, perfect timing for that medal. Another 2 points into Phantasmal Blades is exactly what we want, because that is our kind of our nuke ability, and that's going to be the thing we need to kill this stupid boss. Can I use? I hope.
Hey, got any more scrap metal?
I want that, but no. I don't have any of the stuff to make these, Damn!
Hey, don't
Okay.
get killed out there.
That's right, because we don't even get the first ancient brain matter until we kill the Warden. Let's go ahead and get on this last page of lore here. My colleague Gethrin took his life today. This short-sighted fool. He could never see the big picture, and this project was no different. Gethrin could not fathom the glorious vision of the Ethereals and the role we will play as early human collaborators. This isn't about personal gain. We will elevate humanity. Certainly there has been a cost in lives, but progress always has a price. So what of the dirty masses who will perish in the glorious dawn when the Ethereals reveal themselves to the world? To the Ethereals we are like some base primitive creature, as the Slith are to us. Those of us who will serve, or better yet, bond with the Ethereal, shall forge a new human future. Well, that's what you think. Oh shit. I hit. That is really annoying. Okay. Fuck, now I gotta walk all the way back there. At least I know where it is, I guess. Like, I hit the L button for some dumbass reason while I was on the rift. That is super unfortunate. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, people in the nope. This way. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just okay. Over there. Ah! Yeah, I'm not even gonna have enough time to fucking fight the boss in this episode because of this mishap. Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch. Anyway, so this'll probably just be the end of the video, which is a super shit way to end it. But next one we'll actually engage as the Warden, finish out the week strong, and hopefully be a lot less disappointing. All that build up, you know, all that fucking lore, all that. It was all specifically planned for this long walk back to the door. And that's it. Yeah. Ooh, I do want that. We'll this one as well. And we made it. But anyway, like I said, the boss is going to take some time. It feels like the developers want the bosses to take time, so it's probably going to take us anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. I don't think 10 minutes. Hopefully I don't die enough to make that a possibility, but we'll find out next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Let me know what you're thinking, if you're thinking anything at all on these videos, and if you're liking the actual lore read-throughs, hit me up, because they do take a considerable chunk of the time of these videos, I'm noticing. Especially when you're running through places like this and there's like 16 fucking pages to pick up, because everybody and their mother writes in a diary right before they're mercilessly slaughtered by themselves or the zombie horde of ghosty alien people. But anyway, I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out, and do your thing.